Oh, Sedosis, what's up? It's quite literally the worst map that has ever been created in 1K. What the? Oh, you're talking about the 1K Epsilon Dan. Oh.
Recently, you played...
Oh my god, Sedosis face reveal? Holy shit. No way.
Recently, you played this Dan course, the Epsilon 1-key convert. This is the worst 1-key map that has ever been created. Of course, you did not know this. This was your first foray into the 1-key game mode. But that is, in fact, the case. This is a terrible map. It is actually just a convert of the 4-key Epsilon into 1-key. They just put all the notes in one column and called it a day. But 1-key is actually a rich game mode with a rich history. And if you allow me, I would like to explain that today.
Oh shit, this
Starting
is gonna be
off with
interesting.
where it all began, the 1-key Mania free-for-all hosted by Roland and Digital Hypno. This was a convert competition, so all the maps were just standard converts that were being put into 1-key. So it wasn't necessarily the most advanced mapping of all time. There was no mapping to be had. But Jay, who won the tournament, had an idea for another 1-key tournament. This one was much better. This was the real deal. It was badged, and it was fully custom mapped.
What?
It was even so good that they did a second one. This time I was in this tournament. I was LS Ham at the time.
No way.
And it was a very, very
Ham.
fun time. Again, custom mapped, again, badged. But this time,
Wait, you got first place?
There was a custom song from Billiam Moto and Dictate, two fantastic featured artists. This was actually played in match in the bracket reset grand finals tiebreaker. And that was a fun time. Now, as you're about to see, I did miss on the last note, which means that I should never play the game again.
You smoked them, though.
But alas, it was a fun time. So, what happened from there? I had an idea. I said we should rank this because leaderboards are a fun part of OSU. It's a, it's a game. It's a competitive game. And I feel like all of the communities, no matter how small, should be able to have leaderboards that they compete on.
Based.
And we were precluded from this because only 4 through 10 key at the time was allowed to be ranked. So I said, I made a post, and I did this at 3 a.m. It wasn't very well thought out. But I was like, hey, let's rank all of the supported key modes. Now, this was met with a lot of dissent. People had a idea about 1 key and 2 key, and to some extent 3 key, that was in their mind. And a lot of it does seem to originate from that video that you saw of the Epsilon 1-key convert. This person says you can pull out a massage gun and just go to town on your spacebar, and that's and you're just gonna win. Which is not how it works. You get like 80%, you get terrible accuracy, and that only works on a shit map, which would never get ranked anyways. But that's the idea that people had of the game mode. Now, no shade to Shadowstar. This is the overall. That's just the example that I picked. But everybody
just the
was
discussion,
very misinformed about 1-key. So we said, some people were like, let's get an example, right? We don't know what 1-key rankability would even look like. So if you get a ranking criteria and an example set, then maybe we can go from there. So we're like, okay, yes, we would be so happy to. But tragedy struck when they just closed it. They marked the proposal invalid before we even had the opportunity to share these things. Alas,
What? They
we shared them
silenced
anyways. We were like, okay, well, communication was kind of sparse there, but here's the draft. We had our ranking criteria, and we even put our showcase in video format of all 5 difficulties from the set.
Yo, that's so sick.
Very fun times. Gameplay courtesy of myself. I gotta shout myself out there.
Easy
because
clap,
worked
dude.
very
I had
hard
no idea you were
on
actually cracked at
the
1-key.
FC for the expert difficulty. But regardless of our loss on the ranking battlefield, we pushed
Dude, thank
on
you.
undeterred. We were able to get a set loved, which is, it's not what we were hoping for, but it is nice to have some leaderboards. We did Joke 3, and that went pretty well. It even had a custom song from Zuna and Satchi, which was very good. You can see the playstyle, because the actual playstyle is not a massage gun. It is alternating with 2 hands on 1 key. We did a 1-key World Cup, which was ruled by Japan, who I don't even think that they lost a point
There's a one
throughout the
key
entire
World
tournament
Cup.
because they're just
What?
absolutely insane. Both Grape Tea and HZ, those were the two top players in Joke 3, and they teamed up. Then we did a little mapping competition for full sets. So all of the full sets that you're seeing here were all for the competition. That was very nice. We got a lot of high quality maps out of that. But the coolest thing that we did was make an actual Dan course, because the Dan course that was converted from 4-key was absolutely terrible. And we wanted something that actually showed off, you know, the various skill sets and could actually kind of measure skill in 1-key. Now, it is kind of in a work in progress state. We will be revisiting it at some point, but it is decent. And it was very fun to do. It was actually like an ARG where there was like a zip file. You had to like solve puzzles to get through the next phase of the Dan to like discover the next phase. And you had to like input a password that you could get by sending the project like manager, which was Jay, your score. And if you passed the Dan, you could get to the next one. It was a really cool thing, which was very fun. And it culminated in Ikigai, which was a Dan course. Let me turn this down so I can hear myself. You have Iconos as the intro song here, but there were 4 artists and 4 custom songs. Mine was the Rice Pick, which is just short notes, no long notes or holds. Frums had the long note pick.
Frums, you guys got Frums on this? No way.
Which was also very polyrhythm based. Billy Amoto, the speed pick, which
Billy
is another
Amoto
Rice Pick,
came
but
on
it's
this? No
focused
way.
on speed rather than technical ability. And then Zuna, the hybrid, which is kind of a combination of all 3 of those. It was a very, very fun thing to be a part of, and we worked pretty hard on it. And it was a cool thing to put it out, because Grape Tea kept, you know, every time we'd put out a hard map, he would just get like a 98 on it, and he could only get a 93 on Ikigai. So there you go. We also have a compilation now of all of our custom songs, because there were 10 custom songs. We had a bit in the earlier stages of the Dan project. So there were 10 custom songs from the Dans and a few from elsewhere. And you also see Skyphos, or 2-key Yphos, or whatever you want to call that, at the bottom there. And that was from the next thing that we did, Sparks' 2-key event, because 1-key was not enough. Now, 2-key is an interesting one, because it actually can be played a couple of different ways. You can do, we call that one on the left is DDKK from Taiko, and the one on the right is KDDK from Taiko. And so basically those little stumps are fingers. So the left one, you have your 2 shift keys, and you can just alternate on each of them.
What the
and then
fuck
the right
is
one
that?
is like shift and control, or like shift and enter, and you kind of like do that sort of deal. And it's very fun. I really prefer DDKK. That was kind of what everybody used, because that really lends itself to like people who are familiar with Mania. Here's kind of an example of what like a grand finals long note map, because a lot of people think it's like Taiko, but it actually plays way different. So here's a bit of an example. It's a banger song. So that was fun. But that's still not enough. 3-key is what we have on our horizon. We haven't done it yet. And the thing that is interesting about 3-key is that there are 4 play styles. There's spread, which is like you have the 2 fingers on one hand, 1 finger on the other hand. You have index, which is just your index fingers, and you can do this. It's kind of like playing like Dance Dance Revolution with your fingers. The 4-finger spread is interesting because you basically, both of your index fingers are on the middle key. So that one, you can kind of double up like 1 key and alternate on that. The other ones on the outside just have 1 finger. And then one-handed, which is just like this. There's also freeform, which is kind of like sound voltex. You kind of just do whatever based on what pattern is happening. And so that's going to be something that's very interesting to pursue and experiment with. But I'm going to be doing that tournament in probably 2026. So there is a blossoming low-key mode community and much more to discover than just
Wait, I
the
like
1-key
that. I
Epsilon.
like that. The low key mode. Oh my god. The low key mode. The sub 4 key modes. Oh my god. Chat. That is sick.
And with a massage gun. This is not a dig at anybody, not the person who made the Dans, not the guy who made the video, not you for seeing it and playing along. Everything was just in good fun. but it does kind of put a damper on the reputation of One Key. So I just wanted to come in here and kind of make this video and kind of clear up what we are really about in the One Key community. And I also wanted to offer you a shot at redemption. And we are going to incentivize this.
No way.
You see, for every Dan you complete, your prize doubles, starting at $2.
What?
So if you only beat the first Dan, if you only clear with a 96%, the first Dan, get $2. But if you make it through all of them, you get over $65,000.
Wait, the stream will never end.
Now, nobody's forcing you to do this, but gives you a shot at redemption in the One Key community.
Who the fuck has $65,000? Unless you literally made it impossible. It's probably impossible.
And could be quite lucrative. So, this only lasts, it's a limited time offer. It's only for the duration of the farmathon. But if you do pursue it, there's money waiting for you.
No fucking way, bro.
Thank you for your time if you've made it this far. And I wish you the best of luck if you so choose to pursue this.
Fuck me. No. I mean, the community had enough money for 10 custom songs. Because I know they got the money. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who just like the game mode are just making songs for free, right? There's no way, right? Is there actually like a juicer in the One Key or the low key community? Hold on, BTMC didn't pass the chart. It's another person that beat it, and BTMC watched this video, or am I wrong? Bro is not aware. Damn, dude, I had no idea that there was an actual One Key community. That's so sick. Yes, I'm the juicer. I paid for literally everything. Wait, what the fuck? You're the real joke. You're the guy behind the joke tournaments in that video. You're the guy behind the joke playlist. What the fuck? Wait, that's insane. Damn it, dude. I guess I have to try it now. All right, chat, let's just go straight into it, yeah? Oh my god. Chat, I need to get 96% in order to pass, right? Oh, fuck me. What the Oh, I'm so cooked. Chat, is it Jover? Chat, it's definitely Jover. Fuck me, dude. I literally can't pass a single one, dude. 96% is the pass, right? I'm cooked, bro. I'm so cooked. Scroll speed up, please. What the fuck? Dude, I'm already struggling to read the scroll speed. Fuck you. Using two hands will be easier. I have no finger control with two hands. My right hand hurts. What the fuck, dude? No, I'm not trolling, dude. I've numbed, like, from playing Osu, the tips of my left hand on my ring and index finger are numb to the tapping. But not this hand. I can still feel with my right hand. I can't feel anything by doing this. If I do this, my fingertips start to hurt. Nah, I think it's doomed, bro. Listen, I'm gonna create a challenge as well. I will pay someone $1 billion if you can show me a video of you walking on water. Real. First person who walks on water, I'll give you $1 billion. All right. If you do it, it's crazy. All right. That'd be insane. All right.